these are the bare essentials. All the other stuff you don't need. Like, you really don't. Unless, yeah, you just don't need it. Like, yeah. Your mummy make pancakes? Ice as well. Hey, I'm having like a full moment of where reality is becoming reality. I don't know how to explain this, but it's such a small thing, but such a huge thing that has made me go, whoa, I can't believe this. Straight to the point, I had the baby capsule put in the back of the car. And this same feeling of reality hitting came to me when I had the capsule put in for the first time. To look back and I've got a toddler seat and a baby capsule in the back, and I'm going to be responsible, like me, I'm going to be responsible for two children and just me on my own. I sometimes feel like I'm not serious enough and grown up enough. Like, I know I'm old, but like, I still dress like a kid. I don't know how to explain it, but I can't believe I'm going to have I'm going to have two children. I'm going to have 2 under 2 for a short time. 2 under 2, I can't believe it. It's going to be pretty hectic. It's moments like these where it's starting to make it feel real. I think I spent so much of this pregnancy just trying to make it through each milestone and just trying to make it to certain gestation points. And someone's going to be looking at me filming. And trying to not get too excited in case anything happens. Even now, I'm still, I get hesitant to put these videos out, and I get scared. This is kind of like an insight to someone that's done IVF and had fertility struggles, though, because we can't get excited like other people do with like a normal pregnancy. So yeah, if I put a post out on social media, sometimes I think, am I going to jinx it if I'm enjoying it? But yeah, which is so silly. Like, I need to enjoy these last weeks because this is going to be the last time I'm pregnant. So, but yeah, having a baby capsule and a toddler seat in the back is pretty crazy. I can't really explain it. I've got to go. I've got to go into work. I'll see you guys soon. Do a really quick pack of the hospital bag. I'll be a little bit more realistic this time, and I know that I might need a cesarean, but let's hope not. We just don't know. I've got my drinks with me, a little bit of coffee, my water, and I've got a few things here. Not as much stuff as last time, but I've got a few things. I'm going to pack light. I am at a hospital that's much closer to home. Yeah, I'm packing for a much shorter stay. I just have to get home quick. Yeah, this is my second time round packing my hospital bag, and this is the stuff that I think you really need. Let me just get my adult nappies. Wait one sec. If it sounds like I'm out of breath, it's because I feel very out of breath. I'll give you a quick update. I still have a few weeks left to go, and this pregnancy is so different. Like I said it before, but the fatigue, which I never understood what people were talking about when they were always saying, oh, that tiredness, that pregnancy tiredness. Because with my first pregnancy, I think maybe once I had a day's sleep for the whole pregnancy. Like, I never slept during the day. I actually had quite a lot of energy, and we were in lockdown, and before lockdown I was still going to the gym whilst pregnant. I still had my dog, which I love her and I miss her, but that's the amazing thing about pets is like we were walking every day through lockdown. I might have been slow, but I was still doing a 45-minute walk pretty much most days, and I haven't been exercising, but the fatigue is just something else. So today I woke up and I just felt like another little change. Like through the pregnancy, I swear there's days you wake up where you're like, oh, baby's grown. Oh, feeling bigger today. Oh, extra pressure. And today I feel like the baby has dropped down a little more, and I don't know what it's actually called, and I'd love for you to comment if you've had this, because I don't know what it's called and I don't know quite how to explain it, but it's not my crutch, it's my groin. So the top of my leg, like my groin area, like the pain just from walking. So that's why I'm walking funny, because I've got like pain, not just on my right side, both sides now. And if I try to do too much, I've always had a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, but yeah, just a lot of tightenings and a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions. Besides me whinging about being tired, it's a thing, guys. Like, it is a thing. Well, I don't have my baby today. It's a Sunday, so I haven't done a day's sleep. And normally when she goes down for her sleep, I have to have a sleep with her because I can't cope. Besides that, daylight savings finished and my baby girl is still waking up with the old daylight savings time. So the 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m. mornings are just getting really tough. I am doing the fastest hospital bag pack. Maybe this is being a little bit, I don't even know what the word is, but I do not want to be in the hospital no more than 2 nights. Like, I cannot do any more than 2 nights. Like, this is so crazy. It's not crazy, and I know that other mums worry about this too. Would you believe if I told you the main thing that I'm worried about? Well, obviously, like, I'm very nervous about the birth and what's going to happen, and I don't know if I can try for a VBAC. I don't want to end up in the same situation that I did last time. That was just like 3 days of getting induced and ended up in an emergency Caesar, and I don't want to be back there. But one of my huge reasons, a couple of reasons I went over in my last video why I want to try for a VBAC. This will be my last child. I'm turning 40 this year as well, and I am a single mum, and I would have loved to have had 3 kids, but there's just no way on my own. Like, I'm being realistic. I love children. If I won the lotto, I would have 5 children. Like, no, like I love being a mum. Like, I am so content. I can't even explain it. I'm in my element, and I don't want to go off topic, but being a mother to me, even though it's happened later in life, I feel like it's my life starting all over again. It's like a whole new chapter, and huge reasons for me wanting a VBAC is that a cesarean takes longer, the recovery, so I've heard, and I've had a cesarean recovery, and it's very painful, and it's going to be hard to be lifting my baby up and down. When I say my baby, I don't mean my newborn. I mean my almost 2-year-old. It's going to be difficult because you're not meant to drive for a certain amount of time as well afterwards, and that's going to be really hard. I want to get into the hospital and I want to get straight out. Ideally, I'd love to only do just 1 night in the hospital. Even if I have a C-section, I cannot do any more than 2 nights, because one of my biggest worries, it's not one of my biggest worries, there's like the birth, and my huge concern, and I don't want to feel stressed about it, is my baby, almost 2-year-old, I call her a baby, she's still very little. She's never had a night without me before, so I've never not spent the night with her. She's always slept next to me. like the lengths I've gone to get her out of my bed, because she still breastfeeds in the night. I've built a house bed. Don't even, we won't even talk about it, but it's a house bed and it's connected to my bed. So once she has her breastfeed, she goes over into her bed, but it's connected, if that makes sense. But it then means I've got my bed back to myself. She's so young that I can't explain to her what's happening. I can't explain to her that she's not going to see me for a certain amount of time. And that to me is really stressful. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it because I'm really worried about it. I know in the end she's going to be okay, but it's just small children and animals, like when you can't explain to them what's going on. It's not like she's 5 years old and I can say you're going to be spending, you know, a couple of nights with your grandparents and they understand that. Like she doesn't get it. She still doesn't understand that a baby's coming. So this will be interesting. Oh. Here's a little check of the bump. Yes, I'm feeling rather large and extremely, you'd think I'd know this from last time, but I cannot believe how hard my stomach is. Like it is so hard. It's crazy. Anyway, all right, moving on. Let's quickly go through this. I've got a suitcase for me, but I'm not going to show you that because it's nothing special. It's not as important. That I'm going to put in there. Camera charger, straight in, phone charger, because who knows? Maybe I'll be really lucky and I'll be one of those people that has a 2-hour labor and it's just like, I don't have time to grab these things. So being super organized, I'd love to be one of those people that it just happens really quick. Like I doubt that's going to happen to me, but who knows? Okay, charger. I've got same hospital bag from last time. It's really awesome. It's a travel bag. It's got compartments. Okay, oh no, my friend's text. I'm meant to be at lunch. All right, I'm running late to lunch, but if I don't do this now, I'm not going to do it when I pick Goldie back up. So, okay. All right, let's go. All right, I haven't even taken this stuff off the hanger yet. I've washed everything. I am very, like, everything that comes from the shops, even anything that's been stored from Goldie's, when Goldie was tiny, like, I have to rewash everything. I kind of cringe a little bit putting stuff on myself and the baby that's just come straight from the shops. I just have to wash everything. I know it's like some OCD thing. I'm gonna pack, I thought I had 4, but I went to pick up 4 and then I took 3 because I thought, no, I'm only gonna be at the hospital for 2 days. 3, they're just 4 zeros little singlets, so I'll pack them for Bub. I've been told baby's measuring quite small, so I'm gonna pack some suits, but I'm mainly packing the premature size, which is 5 zeros. But this is a Bonds suit, and I find Bonds are quite generous with their sizing. So that's a 5 zero. This is a 4. These are, my sister gave me these. These are little 5 zeros. And I mean, that's just in case, I really don't think I need this many, but I think we'll do 4 suits. So I've got 3 singlets, 4 suits. I really don't need this many, but suits for the baby. I'm gonna pack some little hats because you've got to keep their little head warm or their extremities. So I always choose the onesies that have the feet attached. It's just so much easier. And then, so I'm actually almost done here. Baby stuff. I've got newborn nappies. I've got a couple of bags left of the Huggies newborn nappies, which I didn't use with Goldie last time because I did this huge bulk order of these. Look, they were the best nappies, like all chemical free, but look, I've relaxed a little bit. And I totally understand that when you're having your first baby, you do want to do everything perfectly, and I did do it like that with Goldie. I made sure that nappies that I got were like the best, chemical free, just like perfect nappies. But anyway, we're going to use these Huggies newborn nappies, they'll be fine. I have 2 swaddles. These are great because they're the stretchy ones. You really want the stretchy ones. Babies like to be like wrapped nice and tight, and it mimics them being in the womb still, so wrapped nice and tight, and they're, yeah, just that's how they like it, and I totally understand it now. I know how to swaddle a baby very confidently now, whereas last time I didn't know and I was learning on the job. So I'll pack these, but because of my weird little OCD thing, they smell beautiful, but I have to rewash them because I'm just a bit pedantic like that. So I'll put them aside. So we've got 3 singlets. Singlets, to me, you cannot put a baby in a suit without a singlet. You've got to keep their kidneys warm. And I don't know, even my daughter, like I always put a singlet on her, unless we're in a heat wave, in the middle of a heat wave. Yeah, I don't know, like if she's not wearing a singlet, it's always just really weird for me, but I always put singlets on her. So I'll do hats. I've got the 4 suits. I'm going for a smaller size. Your baby actually they don't need a lot. People will tell you a lot of different things, but they're so tiny. They don't need a lot. They're not going to be doing these huge poo explosions when they're just new. So, okay, let's get onto my toiletries bag. I've got the same bag. I never had time to wash my hair. I don't understand these people that they're going to take a face mask into the hospital and all this hair stuff. And I think that's different. Like, I'm a single mum, so I don't have anyone looking after the baby while I'm in the hospital while I go have this luxurious shower. Like, it's just not going to happen. But I do have some satchels of shampoo and conditioner because, you know, you just never know. And the thing is, if I don't pack something, then I'll need it. So that just in case. I've got a little travel toothpaste, but I've worked so hard on making my whole house and all my products chemical free that I think I'm going to throw this Colgate out and I'll get my toothpaste from upstairs. I have some cotton buds. This is more just like all in case stuff. Now, I've got moisturizer for me. All my moisturizers, anything that I take, fragrance free. It's got to be fragrance free. I do not want like a brand new beautiful baby like being on my chest and getting fragrance on them. So I've got some Sukin. That's kind of what I'm using at the moment. And why have I got 2 here? I found one of these. I'm gonna pack. So I know that it can be really scary to do your first poo after birth, but that's like, I didn't have a vaginal birth last time and I didn't have stitches. So I don't know, but I've got this Microlax, and yeah, I've heard so many women say that their first poo like after birth is like the most excruciating and scary thing. So just in case I have any issues, I'm gonna pack this just in case. I'm gonna pack this, I think it's called a Peri bottle, which I packed last time in my hospital bag. Never used it, but actually lent it to my sister, and hopefully I'll get to use it this time. Can't open it. This is a bottle to, like, if I have a vaginal birth, apparently it's real, and especially if I have stitches, it's really painful to go to the toilet. So you put warm water in there and then you squirt the water like so. So I'll put that. We'll definitely need that in case. Hopefully I get my V back. Hopefully my cervix opens this time. That's pretty much almost done. I'm going to leave this out. No, I won't leave it out because I can do the toothpaste last minute and put my toothbrush in. That's me done. I'm not going to wear makeup in the hospital. Don't want to get makeup on my baby. Not going to be there for long enough either. So not wearing makeup. I will pack some eyebrow gel. Alright, this goes in. That is done. I will pack some snacks. I've made a couple of things that are in the freezer. I found this soup that I can just, it's like a broth, and I know that hospital food can be pretty nasty, so I've packed this. I found this broth soup which I can just add some boiling water. That might be good. This is some knee-high support stockings, good for post-surgical. This is great for like, especially after if I have a C-section. It's going in. Now, last time I packed all these things for my boobs, but I don't, like, they were all these, they were like gel cool packs or heat packs. I did have engorgement in the hospital, but I'm not packing these this time because I'm hoping to just get home sooner, and normally you need that stuff more when you get home. Oh, really, really important. I've got adult nappies. I will be living in these for at least the first week after. And just in case anyone hasn't had a baby, I was completely dumbfounded by this and I had no idea. But even if you have a cesarean, you still bleed. Like, I know it sounds dumb, but I thought you'd just have more bleeding with a vaginal birth, and cesarean you wouldn't have as much bleeding. But I bled for about 6 weeks. Not heavy, but still enough that you have to wear something post-birth. So even if you have a cesarean, you still need to wear pads like 24 hours. And so adult nappies, because I'm telling you now, if I have a C-section, bending over and all that stuff, no, not happening. Oh, here's a gel pack. So look, we'll just put that in the bag. That's what I was talking about before. Okay, fresh pair of socks. Now, I did just go to Kmart and get some new daggy undies, but not old daggy undies, like new ones. Because my poor birthing partner, I don't want her to have to see me in the terrible undies that I've been wearing. Yeah, I'm obviously very, very single, so like no one needs to see my underwear, but yeah, I thought I had to go to Kmart this morning, so I have to wash those first. From Kmart, it's so frustrating like how tight waistbands are. So these are size 18. I got some trackies because you just want really loose pants but warm pants for the hospital. These were better than all the pajama pants that I could find, but these are size 18. I'd normally get a size 16, or I'd go for men's tracksuit pants. Men's tracksuit pants, guys, this is like one of my little life hacks. Men's tracksuit pants are way better than female tracksuit pants. They have better sizing and they're usually a thicker fleece as well. And they don't taper in at the leg like a legging. Like if I'm wearing tracksuit pants, I don't want them to fit like leggings, obviously. Otherwise then I'd just wear leggings. These are going in. I've got to wash them first though. These are another super, super comfortable pair of pajama pants, but I'll also probably be going home in these. So these are amazing. I'm packing these now. I just got up and it sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but every time I get up, it's like, whoa, it's like a big task. Thongs for the shower. Might want to just wear these. I've washed these. I've got a separate bag for these. I'm going to pack, I've washed these. These are my pajamas that I wore last time that my best friend got me, and they're breastfeeding friendly. So you pretty much got your boobs out the whole time in the hospital. And yeah, at the hospital is not the place to, I don't know, like luckily I don't really struggle with covering up. Like it doesn't really bother me to be like naked all the time. But yeah, if you don't have your boobs out, the midwives will probably get your boobs out for you because they'll be trying to get the baby onto your boob. Look, I just hope that this bub will latch, because could you imagine I'm breastfeeding my almost 2-year-old and then my newborn baby doesn't want to latch? Like, I just really hope I don't have issues there. You know what? Oh God. I've just come onto my knees so you can see why I'm feeling so uncomfortable. Look at this. Oh, it's so tight. You guys have no idea how hard this is. Like, I'm so worried I'm going to break out in stretch marks at like the very last minute. But yeah, I'm feeling really uncomfortable. All right, I reckon I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done. baby wipes. These are, so far, the baby wipes that I've got that I use on Goldie, they are the most purest chemical-free ones that I can find in Australia. You might be able to get better than these, but actually I think there's one brand that's a little bit better, but it was just that little bit more expensive and I couldn't afford them. But these, I buy my baby wipes in bulk. So I always buy my baby wipes. The most cost-effective way to do it is to buy a bulk box, and we go through them like there is no tomorrow. So I'm like out of breath. I think most parents understand that you've got baby wipes everywhere. Baby wipes in the car, in the pram, in the kitchen, in the living room, at the couch, everywhere. Baby wipes in your handbag, everywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna hand wash these little hats. I think these are all right. Guys, I also have some syringes here, and they're all sterile, still packaged up. They're medical grade syringes. These are for colostrum. So if the baby is having trouble latching, I've got syringes where I can express. I already have a lot of colostrum. I'm still breastfeeding, but strangely, my almost 2-year-old hasn't self-weaned, and even though the taste would be different, she still doesn't care. I still can't get her off the boob. If you watch my previous vlog, you will see how I spoke about how excruciating it is, but I can't get her off the boob. All right, I think that's it. Technically now, because I'll fold these suits up, these beautiful tiny little suits, I'll fold them up, put them in. I've just got to wash these spottles, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need, but at least the bags are kind of 3/4 packed, and they'll be in the middle of the living room now, and I think that's it. All I need to do is grab a toothbrush, grab my hospital snacks, which I'm taking really healing food. I'm gonna home make some other biscuits, but just stuff that's got a lot of nutrients. Yeah, I think that's it. And then there's back to me stressing about what my labor's gonna be like and where my baby girl is gonna go, and and trying to get home quick. And please just pray for me and hope that I have a really short labor. Who knows, guys? Maybe I'll be like pushing in my lounge room. Oh, I just would love to be one of those people that get to the hospital and it's just so quick, and then there's no time for an epidural because the baby's coming and it's just, you've got to start pushing. But I doubt that's going to happen. All right, I'm going to go. Hopefully this video helped you. These are the bare essentials. All the other stuff you don't need. Like, you really don't. Unless, yeah, you just don't need it. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. If I've forgotten anything, I will put it in the description down below. That's probably best, because I know once I finish filming, I will have forgotten probably a few things. I don't know, from now, after this, I'm gonna get myself a fit ball and I'm gonna eat my dates and have my raspberry leaf tea to soften my cervix and hopefully get dilated, and just go like a little bit earlier because I'm just feeling really uncomfortable. I've got to go. I'm running really late for lunch. Okay, I've got to go. Okay, bye. Bye.